I hate motherfucking minorities. Minorities. They don't belong with us. I'm allowed to say it? I'm a red. I am a red.
A red. You just sound like you're a communist.
You're a tomato.
This minority off camera can't show her though. This minority is good though.
She's a good one.
She's a good one.
Hey, good guys.
She's a great
first
minority.
forehead cam.
Got a minority here. Level 2. Tried to hop the wall.
Failed. Fell off the wall, actually.
And you hopping the wall, kid?
Fell into the wall.
Fellas, we didn't quite get a podcast going
For the last few decades.
It's been a little bit. Listen, Tallywackers. I know. All 17 million of you. Listen, I know. Where's all the Tallywacker content? It takes a lot to be this fucking brilliant, you know? It takes energy. It takes drive. It takes power. We stay hungry. We devour. Put in the work. Put in the hours and take what's ours. We Tallywacker in our veins. Our culture's banging with strange. So what's the motherfucking name? Tallywack. So yeah, that's the gist of things. Me and Chaz, we're lazy.
Yeah.
You can really just kind of chop it down to.
I finished one of my videos.
Yeah, and I'm working on that one. Tallywackers, we have like a month's worth of content just in a Google Drive right now. If you want to edit for the Tallywackers,
If you want to edit, we won't pay you.
Zero pay, zero access to our channel, and no recognition.
Yeah, baby.
Email us at hitler@gmail.com.
I'm also busy with work.
I think he's glitched.
Well, Tallywackers, the topic of the podcast today is our own personal OCs.
The sacrifice of the Jews.
Oh man, they did a great sacrifice.
I do know, Tallywackers, we are drinking. Everyone show what you're drinking. I got right now Bushmills, the original Irish whiskey.
I have blue
like horse piss.
That's what I'm focusing on right now. The
I
boys.
have cold
just,
cheese twisters.
Well, if we're showing all of our liquor, I also have
Berry Blast.
unopened bottle of Proper 12 that will last 2 seconds.
I've also been drinking something. Here's what I've been drinking recently.
A shot of Chaz's beautiful limoncello.
Look at this beautiful thing.
The gin is my weakness. Like
and Johnson is eating. Dylan, look at those bottles of gin.
Gin is my weakness.
Yeah,
Here's the best part. It has its own straw.
It has its own straw, yeah.
Tallywackers, a monumental occasion happened last night. Dylan passed out for the first time.
Yep. All I had
also,
was
here's what
gin.
I'm drinking.
Oh, you got Surak?
Peach,
Oi!
Ciroc, and Bushmills.
Oi, Chaz, you know, I think that bottle looks familiar. Oh, where'd you get this one?
What'd you get? It's a little Bushmills.
Oh, it's a little marshmallows.
Marshmallows.
Yeah, we will be drinking. This is just the golden standard for the podcast. Chaz, you were telling them the subject. What is the subject?
Like you said, the sacrifice of the Jews.
So, World War II.
so we're talking about our own personal OCs, of which
Chaz, what is an OC?
It is a original character do not steal.
So what are you saying? My OC Iron Man doesn't count?
No.
Yeah.
Unless it's Iron Man all one word, then that's completely different.
Apparently,
It's completely different, brother.
Oh, but yeah, OC is like based. Or I don't like the word OC because it has a sort of a stigma, but there's no better word for it, so I'm just gonna use it.
It has
anyway.
a stigma that we're all little sad billies who sit down with our neck beards writing stories of us getting laid.
Neck beard. Look what I did.
Look at
this.
No.
Look at this beautiful thing.
Never. I would never. No.
Anyway,
It's clean.
but we all have our own, basically any fiction that we have either created in our minds or actually written down.
Well, except me, I may have done something a bit more illegal than that.
Lollies.
No! It doesn't involve lollies. Ew. I created something evil.
Lolly.
You created a lolly?
No.
You fucking Lolita.
What?
Freaking loller.
You Loli.
Yes. Yeah, screw you, Amanda Loller.
Yeah, fuck you. Lol-liker. It's the lol-liker.
The lollicker.
So who's going first?
Well,
I'll
Chaz,
be
you
going
got-
first, as
was
it
gonna
is my
say,
topic,
Chaz.
and then
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of order we're going into, but I'm just gonna choose Justin next because I'm very curious.
Yeah. So am I.
My line was Justin. I'm 6'3". I'm red.
I thought you said 60 for a second.
I'm 63. Inches in your mother!
Ah!
Oh.
So,
Oh, and back attack. Back.
Let Chaz go first.
so,
I've heard
so,
we've heard about yours for a while. You are a mech lover.
No, he's not.
what are you
Chaz,
talking about?
Chaz only likes carrots.
I'm a carrot lover.
Skillet?
Yeah.
I thought you said skillet.
Yes, Chaz has a throbbing, deep love.
Deep, passionate love for skillets. But
I'm not a skillet.
No, I was talking about the Christian rock band.
yeah,
Or a flying,
yeah.
or a frying pan.
Or, yeah, I thought of the frying pan first.
Yeah.
I thought of the Christian rock band.
I mean, I thought of it both.
I'm
but
gonna steal
regardless-
it when I kill it. I shot you, mom.
Oy.
Yeah.
Oy.
So,
Yeah.
oh yeah. So, Justin,
yeah!
John speaks the truth. I am a mech lover. Have been literally for as long as I can remember. So my earliest memories of life are playing Mech Assault.
The
What
homie
I told
came
you
out of the
into
womb.
Transformers
playing
is
Mecha
beyond me.
I thought they just looked weird.
Transformers, ooh, guys.
I never disliked Transformers. It's just when you have Mech Assault, you're good.
Yeah, but Titanfall's better.
Titanfall's better.
Lies.
Although
but
MWO is beautiful.
before, without getting into that, so
That can be its whole own podcast.
It really
Discussing that.
but what I've always wanted is another Mech Assault. Like how they want another Titanfall. The only thing is that they're probably gonna get one. I don't know if I ever will, but I'm
We're gonna
going
get one in 10 years.
If we're lucky.
If we're lucky.
if it doesn't get
It's
delayed.
gonna end up being a mobile game on Switch.
Wait, I'm sorry, did you say a mobile game on Switch?
Yeah, that's how dumb bad we're gonna be dealt.
And I will play it.
Yeah, so will I. I have a Switch. I will play it.
I mean,
Well, the quality of a mobile game.
yeah, I have a Switch too. So if a Titanfall game is top-down, fucking a realistic strategy shooter game, my least favorite game genre ever, plus a dating sim, I'll play it.
Oh,
Could you imagine a Titanfall dating sim, Dylan?
I mean, Dead by Daylight has a dating sim.
Yeah, but Dead by Daylight's sad. Titanfall is for men.
Yeah, Satan. Titanfall 3 is just sad now.
Titan Ball.
No, not Titanfall 3. Dead by Daylight. Damn it! Dead by Daylight is just sad now. Sorry.
Dylan,
can you
have
speak
you-
English?
Did you sniff that gin by chance?
No, but I
He's going to
can.
pass out. He's gonna pass out if he
Oh,
doesn't.
God.
Oh, no.
Here's-
There we go.
He won't pass out. He's a big, strong man.
All right,
He's
here we
got
go.
This. Yeah. The folly of Dylan.
now,
How much gin do you have left?
I can't tell how much
Well,
is
yeah,
in
I was
this.
gonna say
bottle.
that-
Oh,
that
no, wait,
one,
no, wait, I
yeah.
found it. This is like less than half. This is, I'd say, like about half.
So
Little
you
bit
have
less
you basically have an entire bottle of gin left in quantity.
Until I pour it down the sink.
If you pour it down the sink, I will kill you.
I know.
Just drink it down the sink. Just go to a private Just look
I
at.
can't believe I let Chaz pour his gin down the sink.
Why'd you let him do that?
Because at that time I hated gin.
Fair enough.
I like it.
I mean, it's not that I hate gin, it's just that it's my weakness.
Oh yeah, gin is like something you'll take 2 shots of, get drunk, and then drink something else.
You know what? First
Chaz,
night at the cabin adventure, I'm only gonna drink gin, and John can see what retarded me.
I'm gonna get you fucking Hendrix.
Oh no. Never mind. I take it back.
It's the most ginny gin to ever exist, and it's
Take it back. I take it back.
So Chaz, talk about your story. Come on.
Chaz, what the fuck?
Yeah, man. Letting us get off topic, you bitch.
Chaz, you're the fucking stream daddy of this podcast, so
I am the right minister.
I'm the right minister, you cock binister.
All right, Chaz, continue.
So, I am a mech lover, now a very, very loyal fan to Mech Warrior, but I'm always a Mech Assault fan. Despite the fact that they're technically the same series, but one's a spin-off. But
Same universe, one's a prequel, one's a sequel.
But, I've always wanted something like that, so I wanted to make a story. I wanted to make a story with mechs, because I love mechs. So I made a... You know what?
TLDR, Chaz loves mechs.
I want to find... Let me try and find, Oh, god dang it.
A Gorbachev dick pic?
No.
You can find them.
Okay, actually, so I'm looking
Hey, Gorbachev dick pic!
I'm looking for, the OC that I made. Her name is Sophia.
Patrilla?
Yeah, and I'm in that story, and I'm kind of a fucking badass.
It's true.
I'm kind of a badass.
It's oh Jesus Christ! I'm seeing so much cursed stuff. I need to find the picture. God dang it!
Yes, didn't you write me as this old battle-hearted individual that has a harmonica?
An old semi-goofy but knows what he's doing man. Old general that runs as head of a mercenary company that loves whiskey and cigars.
So are we talking OC characters or OC characters and stories?
And stories.
Stories.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
It makes sense.
I'll
Hand
find my Sophia picture. Actually, I'm just gonna do something slightly.
You should, once you're done with Sophia, you should give the Tallywackers a rundown of the Tallywacker OCs in that story.
Yeah.
Sorry, the Chattywackers.
The Chattywackers. Now,
because Boomy made all of us fucking Chads amongst Chads.
Pretty freaking much. So
you made me play on harmonica, one of the least cool instruments ever.
You can't.
I don't know what
you mean harmonica is single-handedly the best instrument
It's one of the
ever?
most cultured freaking instruments like ever.
Jonathan, I still have your camera.
I'm
I'm holding this motherfucker ransom.
You know, Justin, I expect you to play Dragon Through the Fire and the Flames on a harmonica. I believe in you.
I got this. I have a lung power.
Now,
I'm looking at Chaz through a camera, through a monitor with a camera.
I must look beautiful.
Dude, you look like 5 pixels.
Why does this sound like a plot twist to a fucking Shyamalan film?
John, I'll bring the camera tomorrow.
Got it.
Are you sure?
I'm gonna put it in my bag.
So,
and forget it's there.
Where's Josie? I want to see her. We want jerk off material.
Fair enough. So,
She's a lolly.
No, she's not. So,
Lolly pilots a mech.
You'd be surprised. I mean, there is Girls und Panzer.
There's also a Zero Lane where they're all just fucking battleships.
Yeah.
So,
Justin, this is baffling.
What? The fact that I know it?
Yeah.
Dude, I war. If you dip your toe into anything war history, you're bound to find a Zero Lane at some point.
Yeah.
That is a recent picture. Here, I'm gonna pull it up here in a.
Aren't you going to show the Tallywackers?
I'm trying to do that. I have to do an annoying process.
How about you just?
What the hell does she look like, Yang?
Well, Chaz, just pull it up on your phone.
Rooster Teeth is copywriting us for
Frick.
likeness.
Yes, Chaz, pull it up on your phone and put it in front of the camera.
No,
because
we're
like
doing
shit.
this even less professional.
Well, that's how I plan to do it.
Well, no, it's the professional way to do it, Chaz. It's just
Show off my
how to
girl.
do it efficiently.
So that is Sophia. She was originally a mech engineer because her father is in this mercenary company that's been around for quite a while. Well, I'll say quite a while. It's been around for like 20 years. And her father fought in what was a massive war between a kingdom and a rival state. And
is this all taking place in the same universe as Mech Assault?
No, this is this is its own thing.
Okay. Universe. He bought us over for it.
Now the kingdom basically is think of it like
the Empire.
Let's try that again. Think of it. Think of it.
Think about it. Just brain it.
So, their defense strategy is basically like Switzerland. Make it the least attractive option to invade. Period. However, the other rival state takes a tactic of blitzkrieg. So the casualty count of the war is absolutely freaking insane, because it's basically an unstoppable force and an immovable object. So the body count was freaking high, but
so the body count
rises. But what basically happens is that the war weakened the two nations so bad that they basically aren't powers anymore. And the kingdom itself is basically dead, as the king was believed to be killed in battle, and one of the grand generals of that kingdom decided to make a merc company because, well, he doesn't have a country to fight for because his country technically doesn't exist. So he has his home planet and he has his own warship, which is called the Nessie. It's called
Nessie, then a fish.
It is a relatively lightly armored warship, but it has a shield generator and it's pretty fast. It also holds all the mechs that the Tallywackers have. Now
it's fast as fuck, boy.
Now Sophia,
that name is so cursed.
Sophia originally was a mech engineer. Her father didn't want her actually getting involved in the fighting because, well, a father wouldn't want their child risking their life. So
correction, good father.
A good father would not want that.
Yeah.
So what ends up happening is that she becomes a mech engineer and she loves it. She wants to pilot them. She does pilot them for diagnostics, but nothing more than that. Until one day, the crew, not the Tallywackers, but the onboard crew that was in a mission, they basically all die. So it gets to the point where they need to the best people on hand as a replacement would be the mech engineers, because they do technically know how to pilot it. So Sophia is called in for the job, where she is then introduced to the Tallywackers because they basically take a big loss, and she proves to be pretty freaking good. She pilots a heavy mech. I actually don't have a design for it in mind yet. I've designed almost every. Justin, I have your mech, and John, I have yours, and they're both freaking gorgeous.
I don't think I don't think you've ever described my. You have to.
It's mine.
I know it's an assault mech. It's basically one of the biggest ones, and it has Unga explosives.
I love explosives.
Now, John, you are because you were a grand general. I don't actually have names. I have Sophia, and I just know that these boys are in here. So when I say their name, just associate it with a character equivalent. So, John,
Walter.
your mech, because you're... Oh.
Just give me a second. I just had to...
Continue, Chaz.
You got him excited.
Now,
I was just charging up my laptop.
Now, John, your mech, because you're a grand general, you have a one-of-a-kind, never before built mech, but called the Guardian. And it is bigger than any mech currently known to exist, and it has basically the most ballistics you could possibly think of. You have 12 cannons. Now the thing is slow, but it is.
Exactly.
Hey, like John.
It is heavily armored, and it is also like basically the most painful war machine that you could ask for. It also has one singular big cannon that shoots non-nuclear warheads. However, during production, they were only ever able to make one warhead because by the time, in the time of the insane war that was going on, supply lines were being frigged to fricking hell. so they only were ever able to make one. And sadly, during the war, the Guardian was never able to be used to its fullest potential because the Guardian was never actually able to make it to the front lines because it got bogged down due to food shortages, so they couldn't actually move.
That sucks. That's a little cringe.
But you use the Guardian in your mercenary missions, where one day, I'm conflicted on it if to make the mercenary mission just go south or they get betrayed by the company gets betrayed by the employer. But basically, you have a ridiculous last stand, and your mech is so slow you actually can't run away. So you have to make a last stand while the rest of the company runs away.
It was chosen for me.
Yes.
You can't run away, you know this. You tell everyone to frig off, and you basically start stacking bodies. You use the one warhead and take out multiple enemies at the same time. And if you basically go out with your mech going critical and causing basically a nuclear explosion. Now, Justin's character, he decides to go back because he is in a stealth mech. Now, the mech chassis is not a one-of-a-kind technically because it's a mech that exists. It has a single fat rail cannon on the shoulder and a couple of other backup weapons to help against harassing forces. But the big fat cannon is on there, and rail cannons are actually really rare on mechs because they're hard to make, and it's huge. But what makes your mech different, Justin, is because you were the king's personal bodyguard, or used to be, and your mech is outfitted with cloaking, so you can so you're basically almost invisible. So you take it upon yourself to go back into the battlefield to investigate what happened because you're less likely to be caught and found by the enemy, and you go to the battlefield and find bodies everywhere. So your character is obviously saddened that the great general that you've been fighting with for years is dead.
In the Shadow Realm.
But you're a little bit comforted by the fact that you know that the general did not die sad.
He died with a very positive KD ratio.
He died happy. And during this whole time, because it was a long process of you doing this, is basically assumed that you went missing or got killed in the mission. So you just walk back into the facility like, and everyone thought you died. So everyone is like a ghost.
They're just like holding a memorial service for Justin that he freaking comes in. He's like, I'm in the fitness thing and they're just like, what's up, bitches?
Now, Dylan, your character is mute. You're a silent character, but you have the biggest explosives ever, and you're a little your character's a little hot-headed.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, you're a little impatient, but
I'm a little impatient.
You're impatient, but you have the mech to kind of back it up, so you're not gonna get murderized. Originally, I was going to have Dylan die. That was in the early stages, but then I thought it was going to be John and Dylan together in the same mech.
Lone survivor. Hey, that's me. The last guy alive. Kind of spooky with my spooky ghost mech.
spooky ghost mech.
The enemies are like, man, look at this. Boom, spooky ghost mech. Douche.
Spooky ghost mech. Boom.
Time to take my spooky ghost mech cock.
Now, Sophia pilots.
No.
What was that?
I want to try my best to replicate my mech and your story in MWO.
Ooh. I think I kind of know what you could
I
sort
might
of
be able,
do.
Could I do that for my Atlas?
Your specific Atlas.
No.
Yes, but no. Your Atlas does a lot of damage.
Well, then I'll just get an Atlas that can replicate it.
But
As we'll discuss that creation further after the stream.
You know what? I think
we will go into business. Yeah.
So also, I want one big thing is that the mercenary company has a facility on a planet, their home planet. They don't own the planet, but they help it out. They're good with the people there, and that facility was a old wartime mech facility that was making a super weapon that was never able to be completed. that super weapon is called Colossus, and it is a mech that can actually house that can actually be equipped with a shield generator, which is normally reserved for only ships because they're very huge and very heavy. But you got a mech big enough, you can slap a shield generator on that motherfucker. So it is Colossus. It is by technicality not a complicated machine. It is basic. It has fat cannons. It goes, because it's so big, it kind of goes fast because its stride is just so freaking big. But it's basically just take a regular massive mech, make it bigger, slap a shield on it, put more guns on it. It's not anything actually groundbreaking aside from the fact that it is able to incorporate a shield. Now, how shield generators work is that upon the shield being attacked, the shield is weakened. So the shield needs to put out more energy to maintain the shield, thus generating more heat. So you can actually overload shield generators, which will either force the enemy to turn it off, to cool it off, or it will override the shield, and the shield will have a meltdown and basically cause a nuclear explosion. So
I like those.
Yeah, Justin is a nuclear explosion enthusiast.
I am a fond enjoyer of nuclear kaboom.
So you're American, obviously.
No, I'm Russian. They like nukes more than the Americans.
Yeah.
I have a question, Chaz.
Yeah.
Do you have this story written down at all?
Written? No. It's all in my brain.
You should start to.
Once I figure out how to write. But,
Well, I mean, I can help you out with. We can help you out with that if you want.
Yeah, I'd be happy.
I mean, I'm down to help you out.
I'll have to look into that.
I love writing stories.
Now,
I have one request: make my mech named after a god or a titan or something. As long as it's mythological, I want it. I want a name.
My mech's called Baba Unga.
We'll call it Odin. Done.
What about mine?
I don't know a name for yours. I could call it a Revenant.
I feel like Odin would be the name of like a reconnaissance mech, since he's the all-father and all-knower.
There it is. We did it.
Kind of a god like
now.
Kind of a god like explosions. Maybe Helios.
Now, there is another nation that has been growing in power, and this nation intends on unifying the entire galaxy under one nation by conquering it.
Space Nazis.
And space Nazis. They're making their own super weapon.
You should have that. You should have Space Auschwitz.
Oh,
Auschwitz.
Now
Auschwitz.
They have their own the Colossus and the mech I'm about to describe are called Titan class mechs, because there's no other way to describe it. And the mech that they are creating is called God Eater. It has insane energy weapon capacity, and it is hyper flexible. Like it can move it has very advanced movement, and it has to be piloted by a crew instead of one person because it's that complicated. Its whole jaw can unhinge and have a massive super laser. And it also has a shield generator. However, it is far less armored than Colossus. Still way more armored than any other mech known to exist, but comparatively speaking, it's not Colossus. So eventually, Sophia, who is told to be the commander, is the...
Wait, a wench is in charge of me?
What?
Is she the commander of our squad?
Yes. Before John dies, he relinquishes command to
Mutiny,
Sophia.
I'm killing her. Mutiny.
The reason why I didn't have your character take over, it would have been the logical choice, but your character tends to kind of do whatever you want when you feel like.
I think it makes more sense that I'm not.
That sounds a lot.
You're sort of like a recluse. You do as you please when you want.
Yeah.
Hey, Justin, you're literally just Cade.
I'm a mech Cade.
You're literally just Cade.
Now,
we're sitting up in the fucking mech bay. I got my legs up on some weapon crates. Sophia's like, we gotta go with the new battle out here. We gotta give support. Yeah, I'll come later. You guys get there.
I'll come when I'm needed.
They leave before me. They get to the battlefield. I'm already there up top a hill. Douche!
Douche!
I just like to imagine that, like,
Yes, man.
now,
right now I'm imagining fucking Justin giving a speech. It's like, all right, you guys are fucking useless, but you're all we got, so we're gonna work with it.
Yo,
everything's
Plan
fine.
Z, but Plan Z was on the plan.
Your stuff is gone, my stuff is gone, but most importantly, my stuff is gone.
Now,
walk up to the janitors. Well, Plan Z failed.
Naturally,
Plan
Colossus
1.
and God Eater are fated to meet, and the mercenary company is basically mustering all the forces, trying to get as much support from the surrounding planets and countries as possible. So they have a sizable force, but it's not exactly ideal. But you have Colossus. And
that is a talking point.
The crew of God Eater, which, Justin, you got a little bit of intel on that when during the mission, where Jonathan met his glorious end.
Yeah, it's me, Justin, pilot Revenant, kind of a big deal.
Piloting a Revenant,
on the
kind
God
of,
Eater, you know.
Kind of a big deal. So, God Eater and Colossus are fated to meet, but the battle around them, just at their feet, is also equally insane. Something I didn't mention is that Ethan is actually in this too. He is a mech engineer, and he's basically a mad scientist. If you let him alone, if you leave him alone with your mechs for too long, he'll turn it into an abomination that just to satisfy his curiosities. So he does his
Justin,
job.
I removed your fucking shoulder-mounted Gauss cannon, and there's a Colibri there now.
Birds should be scared.
The birds will be fierce, but I will be fiercer with my Colibri.
Oh, hey, Dylan, you know how you like explosions? Like, yeah. Well, I got rid of your grenades. Why? And I put a Gustav cannon on there. You know what? That's acceptable.
We're good.
It's on his back. He just...
It just freaking bends over.
Boom!
Now, Ethan is obviously drafted into the fight, and he basically acts like a bloodthirsty superhuman. And I think the way I planned is that he's in battle armor, so like a power suit. Yeah. And power suit pilots, what they'll often do is that they'll inhale a drug that basically acts as super adrenaline. So you have this man who is already a mad scientist and a little unhinged do super crack in a power armor, mowing down infantry and trying to single 1v1 whole entire mechs. And he's so insanely fast, he survives. Now, during the battle, Justin, your character actually experiences frustration that you've never experienced before. There's so many mechs, but you can't shoot them all fast enough.
There's too many!
I can't reload fast enough! You're sat on top of a skyscraper, cloaked up. Doosh!
Yep, I like it. I like it. And God, can you guys show up a little slower?
Could you suck a little more, please? Sophia, there's an awkward stalemate because God Eater and Colossus have their shields up, and nobody wants to drop their shields first. So it's kind of like a awkward game of chicken. But what's able to happen is that the allied forces are able to get a little bit of concentrated fire on God Eater to get the shield down. And a weakness God Eater has, that technically God Eater has infinite ammo because they're energy weapons. There's no need to
wait. Hang on. Infinite ammo?
Infinite ammo.
Infinite ammo, but a little spicy.
Very spicy. So the more you overload its shield, the hotter it gets. The hotter it gets, the less it can fire without hurting itself. So it's put under too much pressure early on, and eventually it has to drop the shield to the biggest ballistic mech ever created in human history. And in a single salvo, when God Eater inevitably has to drop its shield first, gets its entire shoulder blown off in a single salvo. And it's not cash money.
By the way, I'm picturing this perfectly. I'm just picturing it all.
Yeah. So am I.
Now, God Eater eventually falls. The crew try and eject, but Sophia, piloting the Colossus, grabs hold of the entire head and sticks the main cannon near the eye, and basically,
Pacific Rim.
and basically, takes the crew and turn it to a tiss.
What is Sophia's relationship with the Tallywackers?
She was originally a mecha. I like saying mechaneer. She used to repair stuff, but because the mercenary crew that was on site at the time was killed, so she was all they had left at the time. The mercenary company isn't small. It's not like huge. It's not huge, but it's not. It's not like it's a sizable force. So one mercenary crew, a mission went awry, and she had to basically take up arms, and then they did so well that she just had that position. Not that her father liked it, but her father was also part of that part of the company. He took place.
The real question is, which of the Tallywackers does she hate the most? Which is her least favorite Tallywacker?
I think it makes most sense for it to be Ethan, because they're both technically mechaneers, so they would disagree a lot.
Yeah.
Stop breaking my toys! I must create new things.
My God, is yellow.
Hey, Justin, you know how you like sniping? Yeah, Doc. Well, I strapped an RPMK reactor to your back.
I already had one. You have a second one in your shoulder. So now I can run twice as fast? Yes.
With twice the risk of exploding.
Twice the risk of having 2 Chernobyls in the same place.
Some of you may die, but that is a sacrifice I am willing
If that were the case, I'd just run up to the fucking God Eater, hug his ankles, and just make the fucking thing go critical. You're gonna die, bitch!
That is like 90% of what I have in stock. But it's something I always think of these things when I'm walking towards the hangouts. I'm just listening to my music.
Walking alone, like a lot of the time I think of my stories and stuff is usually when I'm working alone, because I'm outside. There's usually very little talking I have to do, so I just kind of zone out, push codes, and just think.
Yeah, like that's pretty much me when I'm walking to the hangouts. Now, if this whole thing were to be a video game, you better freaking believe Metal is playing 90% of the time.
Bye, Mick Gordon.
Oh yes.
Oh, I
Sabaton cross with Gordon.
Yeah, I was gonna say Sabaton and Mick Gordon together.
Just so you know, the final battle literally has to be the only thing they fear is you.
Dude,
like that's
the sexiest combo ever.
What?
Sabaton's vocals with Mick Gordon's fucking tracks.
Oh my god.
that would be
freaking.
Throw Dragon Force in there, and oh my god.
Put Dragon Force with the solos, and I would let it. And Brandon Yates to storyboard the entire song.
Jesus Christ!
Let's go.
It's a freaking amalgamation of beauty.
The 4 horsemen of I'm going to make you
4
come.
horsemen of music. Oh, but that is. I don't even have a specific name for it. John said mech story because that's all I.
What about Mech Assault? Sophia's Gussie.
It looks like I'm not comfortable with the A.
Oh shoot! Did I actually even show it? Oh shoot! I don't think I actually.
You did not show.
Hold on,
stream.
it's coming. I'll show off Sophia.
I'm coming.
Oh, I am coming. I've already came.
I think I did 17 times.
The box. You opened it.
And I came.
Where the hell is it?
We flinch. Oh, look at Jonathan stretching. Oh, that's a tired boy right there.
He's a tired
boy. Just trying to stay awake.
Just trying to stay awake.
So, how many rotations are we doing? Just 1 or 2?
It's
I'm
like
imagining, judging by how long it's going to take for each of us to go by each of our stories, 1.
There we go. Okay, I'm showing off Sophia now.
We'll do a second part one day.
Yeah, I was going to say we can just do a second part.
Because the topics that we do, we can do twice. We're gonna double dip.
I'm down with that.
Whoa, double dip my asshole.
You'll notice that. Oh Jesus!
Whose topic is it next?
Oh.
Yeah, it's Dylan's. I'm pretty
There
sure.
we
Yeah, Dylan's.
So Sophia, she's got
Well,
long
Dylan
black
can just
hair.
dictate that it's the same topic.
No, I have a better one.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. You're gonna love it.
Isn't it SCP?
Yeah, SCPs.
Yeah, I thought so.
So Sophia has long,
That's how the
long
podcast
black
going.
hair.
Let's go. You and I can carry the fuck out of that. We can carry part 1 through infinity.
Yeah.
Obviously, I gave her big boobs because I wonder.
Because he's Chaz.
Yeah, because of me.
I'm gonna send Chaz. The Bismarck SCP. Oh, yes.
Chaz is so small that he can grapple on them like some sort of monkey.
No Tallywinkies. I'm not suicidal. I fought my cat. I'm not trying to kill myself.
Oh, Chaz. Also, there's another SCP that's a gas mask that transports you to the trenches.
Yeah, it transports you to the trenches, and then you usually get shot by a Nazi general.
Yeah. SCPs!
Whoa! Dude, before we continue, I saw an SCP that it's a meme that if you watch it, it makes you eat mattresses.
Oh, that's from Dr.
I'm
Bob.
sorry.
Yeah, Dr. Bob. Yeah, if you watch it, it's like a deep fried meme. And
that's
when you go to sleep, you will eat a whole, like a snake, your mattress.
Yeah, that's
And
one of the...
It gets weirder because it gets transported to somewhere in, I think it was Wisconsin, where there's a crazy man who eats fucking feathers from pillows, making a fucking castle out of them.
Okay.
I want to point something
with
out.
Sentient pillow people.
I want to point something out. That's like SCP 5000 or some shit. That's one of the most recent SCPs to exist.
By the way, Chaz, I am not joking. This is an actual SCP.
Is this canon?
Yes.
Yeah, no, this is an
Why?
actual... I haven't seen the video because I thought the thumbnail looked weird, and I kind of got a bit bitter. Because here's my SCP. It's like, oh yeah, not scary enough, but then fucking eating your mattress. Yeah.
Dude, if I wake up eating my mattress, I'd be pretty fucking scared. Because they swallow it whole like a fucking snake. They go... Anyways, keep telling us about Sophia. We got the picture up on the stream.
I don't actually. I have the boys fleshed out more than I do her. All I know is that.
Yeah, we kind of let ourselves.
Which one of us gets to fuck her?
None. There's. I was gonna mention. There's actually basically no. That contrary to most anime, there's basically no fan service to talk about at all because.
Yeah, well, most anime star underage
Keep
school
it that
girls.
way, Chaz.
So...
There's no reason to. You came for the match. We're gonna
like,
give you.
oh
the
my
match.
god, you Evan is so sexy. I'm just sitting there. Name's not Evan.
Yeah, Chaz, most fan service animes involve underage schoolgirls, like Kobe can't communicate. So
Sophia's in her 20s.
I respect the choice to keep relationships out of it.
Cause like
that is smart.
you came for the mechs. I mean, yeah, we
Chaz,
call the
I have a
Guardian
request.
sexy,
Chaz,
but-
I have a request.
Yeah.
My character, he's mute, but he can say one phrase.
Lolly.
No, he can say one phrase.
I know it is.
I am Boulder.
I am
There we
bold.
go. I knew it.
I am Boulder.
I see no problem with that. You're basically
I
down to
don't have any-
Pokemon.
I don't really have any special. Can I make one special request for my character? It is the simplest special request ever.
I have two
Can
requests.
can I have a fucking yo-yo? Just a yo-yo that I just fucking play around with in like the barracks. Like,
I have three requests.
Now,
One,
yeah.
I constantly read Monster Girl hentai. Two, my mech
Unlikely.
is named after something mythological.
Probably
Three-
very
Odin.
likely.
yeah, I already said
Yeah, but
Odin.
that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, but that doesn't make any sense.
Why does it have to make sense? My mech's name
Odin?
Revenant. It didn't come back from the grave, you know.
Yeah, but Odin's the All-Father. He's the All-Seer. So you think that would be like a reconnaissance mech?
Or I could call
You're
Dylan.
a dumbass.
Wait, Dylan. I did it. Your mech is called the Oni.
Mm.
Yeah,
And my
just
third
give me a
request...
yo-yo, bro.
we
Just
needed
give me a
to
yo-yo.
Now, Justin, you
My
don't.
third request,
You don't
all I
talk
say
all
is
the
I am
time, but
Boulder.
you definitely talk way more than Dylan. You basically speak only when spoken to.
Yeah, just give me a yo-yo. That's all. I'm just sitting in the barracks, got my legs up, just like, Justin, what are you doing? Yo-yo.
What are you doing? Walking the dog.
I'm just picturing it now. Sophia's like, hi there. What's your name? I am Boulder. Okay, cool. What's your mech? I am Boulder.
You just gesture to your mech. I am Boulder.
She goes to Dylan. What's your name? I am Boulder. What's your mech? I am Boulder. Looks over. It's just Jonathan's carcass. Then looks to the right. Ethan.
She's like, oh yeah.
I'm just sitting there playing with my yo-yo. She's like, oh fucking Clay.
Okay.
And then
what's your name?
Be like,
My
she'll
name's
look.
not Shane.
The name's not Shane.
She'll fucking look
Didn't
to
say
me.
Shane. Name's not Shane.
Okay, not
She'll look at me. She's like, okay. What are your mech specs? I pull out like a blueprint. It's like, I am Boulder.
She'll be like taking a tour by her father, who is reluctantly doing this. Is just like, okay, so this is Boulder. I am Boulder. Hi, Boulder. What's your mech all about? I am Boulder.
I am Boulder.
No, pull out a frag grenade. I am Boulder.
No, here's what I do. I'll like pull out a frag grenade and be like, I am Boulder. I am Boulder.
Like you're just juggling a grenade, just chucking it up and down.
You're like, okay, well, one of the squad mates got a weird little gimmick going. Says, I am Boulder. I bet you the reconnaissance. I've heard good things about the reconnaissance. Bet you he's playing with the yo-yo.
He's playing with the yo-yo. It's like either A, where's the reconnaissance guy? Or it's he's just walking the dog. Hey, what's your name? Not
Shane.
That scene is gonna be before John dies. So Jonathan's way up in the
Is John the only one that's dying?
I like to think. I love that idea though. Where's the reconnaissance? Where's the reconnaissance? I can't tell if that's a good thing.
Like that's a line John has. You see, I can never expect him to be in the mech bay. But I can never know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I never know if he's. We let him do his own thing.
And by the way, John, you're also a drunken master. You're expected to be drinking most of the time.
Yeah, I had a gander.
Like there's one mission where you are so drunk, everybody had to basically huddle around you, but you were still doing your job. Guys, boom. Am I winning yet? Boom!
Dude, what's the scoreboard? Oh, fuck, give me scoreboard!
There's a tank in front of you! A tank of what?
A tank of... Is it whiskey? Is it a whiskey
tank?
Is it a whiskey tank? Joseph Stalin.
Yeah, John, your character's a goofball, but there is one time where a non-named merc person basically challenges your authority, and you not only you're challenged to a mech duel, which under normal circumstances you can't refuse. You're in a mech duel. Not only is it custom for you to have the same size and weight, you downgrade your weight by like at least 50%, and you completely destroy him and almost kill him, but you decide not to.
Because I'm happy with my character because, like, I'm just a snarky, relatively quiet, but we'll talk. Snarky, yo-yo, fucking loving stealth mech who wakes up at 3 o'clock in the morning, like,
hi,
I'm gonna go to the enemy base.
I'm gonna go for a walk.
I'm gonna go for a walk. All right, go to the mech bay. Where are you going? A walk.
Just opening mech bay doors. What the frick?
What is he doing?
I'm going for a walk, Shane.
Yes, I have another request.
Okay.
If I know all I say is I am Boulder, but if I am going to die, I want it to be a last stand, and the last thing I want to say is
So, John,
do you plan on ever really ending the story, or is it kind of just an ongoing thing until you just stop thinking about it?
It'll probably be an ongoing thing. The end currently is the final massive epic battle.
I survive on a skyscraper, getting angry at people because they I can't kill all of them.
You can't.
I love that my gripe is that I alone can't kill all of them because I have to alone.
You know what's funny? That also sounds like a Kate 6
My
thing.
back is breaking.
Again, that sounds like
It's just smaller companies fighting. Our company's all spread out. God, I waited 7 times!
Yeah, guys, I need a medic! Not because I'm dying, because of my freaking back problems right now!
I need a medic! But not for me!
Bam!
Now, John, do you have any suggestions or final thoughts?
I mean, he is the final one.
Shut up. Maybe last a bit longer.
But you last a decent
I
amount of
like-
time.
the
Like, you
thing
don't
is-
just go... It's not like a show where it's like episode 1, you're alive. Episode 2, good night.
Now,
You're-
can I also defend your choice?
See, of course.
I don't know if you did it on purpose, but because Jonathan's an older, more experienced character, correct?
The frick?
Somehow.
Okay, so a weird thing is happening with the stream.
What?
Everyone is frozen but me.
That's odd.
Yeah, I'm moving just fine, but... what?
I see that. I'm looking deep down into the void. Jonathan's being possessed by a monkey in Dylan's high.
Ain't I always?
What?
I don't know why that...
yeah.
I'm moving just fine. I'll look into it later.
Yeah,
it's not too important.
You know what we could do?
What?
Oh yeah,
I'll
but
get my
the-
Revenant and go destroy people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. But the whole...
we can still be heard, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
The whole Jonathan's character being older and less shown, it also kind of adds for interpretation. Like, oh, this guy's he's a great general. This guy, he's got a one of a kind mech. You can as like if you ever make it into like a story, like put it down on like and publish it, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh!
Anyone who reads it can kind of fill in their own backstory of Jonathan. Like, oh, he could have done this and this and
Coulda done
oh,
this.
in a way like John Wick, where in the first one you hear about all of his fucking the shit he did, and then like,
I wonder.
Can
And then,
we get in a
and
pod?
then we'll have a scene where Sophia's being introduced to them. He's a legendary general of his time. He was all the soldiers loved him, and then he just like freaking kicks down a door and drunkenly hovels through a freaking hallway.
Pencil.
He kicks down the door. Oh yeah, get me to my guardian.
I love it.
Wow.
I personally, I would like to follow your story. Keep me posted.
I mean, I'm down.
enjoy it.
I'm down to help you write it, Chaz. If you
I
need
would-
any
I would
help.
appreciate
Well,
help.
even
when I need
if
it.
you don't write it, just like keep filling me in on the lore updates.
I'd be down for that too.
Like, I don't care if it's out at like fucking 3:00 in the morning and you send me like fucking 3 paragraphs. Just do it.
Just do it. Okay.
Just do it.
All right, hold on, guys. I got to store cocaine with my water bottle.
Because I'm genuinely somewhat
What?
in the story.
So, final thoughts, John. I don't think I heard yours.
He said make his character live longer.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
All right.
Would you
Well,
say you're the
that is
line?
basically that's basically it for me. Mech sexy.
Say mech sex.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he
Mech
would say that.
sex. If you want, we can restart, stop and restart the stream.
Okay, we'll try that.
We'll do that. Is it my turn next?
Yeah.
That would be your turn. Let me